Hi everyone. I recently received a question about how to increase vocal responses of children that either have a speech delay or, or maybe diagnosed with autism. And, whether you're a parent, a behavior technician, a behavior analyst, a speech pathologist, a teacher, you probably have come across, some children that are either delayed in language or are just not producing anything, or maybe, they're not producing as much as they should be. So some of the techniques, I want to share one specific one, and I want to talk about something that I came across recently. But something that we've been doing for years is using sign language paired with a vocal to facilitate that language development and vocal responses. And what I found over the years is when we have that, gesture and a sound that's, or a word associated with it, I found that children were more likely to produce sounds or words than if I use something like pictures or pecs or maybe a communicative device or something. So I found that they actually produce more with the sign language. And so, for example, if I was teaching cookie, I would model the sign and then I would say the word cookie. So I would always associate the word along with it. If I was teaching water, I would again sign and say the word water. What I found is when you do that, the learner will start to produce the sign, but they'll also go like k, or key, or something that sounds very similar to the actual word. And then over time, what we would do is once they had a few signs and words, then they might actually start dropping the sign and start vocalizing more. So that's some of the techniques that we've used that we found to be very helpful. But recently, I attended a conference by Tamara Casper, and she uses hand gestures to teach like phonetics. So, for example, she would do something like p, and she would use that, the phonetic sound with that gesture. And in her practice, she's found that children were producing more vocal responses when that gesture was associated with it. I'm going to link her website because she's got the phonetic gestures, so something like p or so those kinds of things. And we actually started using it at our center. And what we started to see is a lot of the learners were attending differently. They were watching and producing those sounds or something very close to it. And of course, sometimes we just have to shape that up. We may not get the initial sound right away, but over time they would start to do it. But we were very happy with the progress that we were getting. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I thought it was very helpful for us to start getting some, more vocal responses. But sign language is something else that you could definitely look into. I know that's really helped us over the years. And I hope that's been helpful. Please leave a comment and, let me know how it's going for you. And if you have any other questions. Thank you.